What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Misunderstood Man podcast. I am John. I am your host. And today we're going to be talking about the 5 things that you can do in order to feel like you are in control of your life. Now, as a man joining hands in partnership with your spouse, and as a man helping give life to children, it is your obligation to make sure that you are doing everything in your power to make sure that you are taking care of yourself so that you can take care of your family. Do you agree or do you disagree? Now, this message is for the men who always feel like life is in control of them instead of them being in control of their life, right? And there's one thing that I really want you to understand that is happening when you make statements like that. You know, when you're down in the dumps and you're like, man, life just always seems to win. Why can't I get ahead in life, right? The one thing I want you to realize is that is coming from a victim mentality, right? And that needs to stop as soon as possible. Because the victim mentality, if you are unaware of it, it's going to take over your life. Now, a lot of men don't even realize that they're coming from a victim mentality, right? And I get asked a lot about not only how to create change, but how to create lasting change. And I've realized in myself, with the men that I've worked with, that's the goal, right? How do we create change? But how do we create lasting change longer than a week, than 2 weeks, than a month, right? And the reasoning for this could ultimately be summed up into 5 different things. But the most important thing that I need you to realize is that you are going to have to do the work. Nobody else could do the work for you. And there's not going to be any type of easy way out, right? Now, I also want to tell you, now that you are listening to this, or if you're reading this, it is now your obligation to implement this, right? You now are aware of this, so now it is your job to implement this. So let's jump into it. The first thing is creating consistency, right? Creating consistency with positive thoughts, positive self-talk, and consistency of action. We tend to work on ourselves. We do the self-development, we do the work, right? But as soon as we start feeling better, as soon as things start going good, we stop. So it's important to continue to go even when things are going well and to stay consistent when things are going well. Now, number 2 is increasing the quality of your relationships. Now, I'm sure you've heard this before because every thought leader, every guru has mentioned this as far as the guys that I follow, but you are like your closest 5 people, right? Which is true. Increase the quality of your relationships and also look at how the quality of your romantic relationship is or your relationship with your kids. Do they need work? And if they do, now it is your job to figure out how you can make those relationships better. If you have toxic friends, you need to get rid of them. Honestly, I know it sounds harsh, but you need to get rid of them and replace them with people who want to see you win. People who are a level above you so you can continue to level up. That was number 2. Number 3 is having an understanding of your purpose, right? Do you realize that you have the ability to feel purposeful? And what are you doing in order to feel purposeful? What are you doing? Are you doing things that you enjoy? Are you trying new things? Are you meeting people? Are you doing things that might scare the shit out of you in order to feel purposeful? Trying different jobs or different careers or different trades. It's going to take work, but if you're not feeling purposeful, every area of your life is going to sacrifice. Now, number 4 is belief of the unknown, right? So as you're sitting down, as you're setting your goals, you need to realize that those at the moment are intangible, right? That your goals at that moment seem like they are in the distance, that they are unavailable to grab and to hold, right? So you need to have belief that you are able to achieve those goals. Belief, trust, and action in order to make the intangible tangible, right? And lastly, which I honestly feel is the most important, but also the hardest to accomplish within men, is belief in yourself. Believe that you are capable of stepping into this person who is able to achieve the goals that you want to achieve, who is able to create the life that you want to create. Having belief in yourself is the most important step, the very first step that needs to happen, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is going to believe in you, and it's going to set you up for failure. You need to do things like having positive self-talk, redirecting your negative thoughts, right? Ultimately, taking care of your mental wellness, creating a good relationship with yourself. This is so fucking important, and it's so overlooked. Creating a better relationship with yourself and creating belief in yourself is going to give you that push in order to create the life that you want to create. Now, when you truly start to pay attention to these 5 areas of life, you'll start to notice the transformation unfolding before your eyes. But this isn't something that's going to happen overnight, and this isn't something that is easy to just continue to remember. You're going to have to continue to study yourself, to research yourself. You're going to have to continue to keep this reminder in front of your face every single day, because if you don't, you're going to forget it and you're going to revert back to your bad habits, to your old self. So I want to challenge you to start paying attention to these 5 areas of life. I want to challenge you to start figuring out what it is that you enjoy and what's going to make you feel purposeful, so that you can become your authentic self for your spouse, for your kids, and for the world, but for yourself, because you deserve to live a happy life. That is your challenge.